T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes, it's the Trigger Warning Show. Welcome to all you lovely people. We're not late at all. We didn't have any technical difficulties.
No problems.
There was no problems in the background.
Problems.
No, I didn't go walk out into the highway hoping someone would hit me at one stage. And luckily, we're here now. We made it.
We made it.
Hopefully someone's watching. There are some people watching. That's fantastic. They waited around. I'm going to pretend we're only 15 minutes late. We'll just forget about the first half an hour. Thank you, Polly, for joining me today.
Welcome.
And
Nice
Price,
to be here. Good to see you.
bring some sanity to the show before I lose the plot. How are you both?
Great.
I'm good. Great to be here.
Ready to go.
Finally. We are finally here. So, and we're going to talk about we're going to talk about a bit of Stranger Things today. And we're also going to talk about old actors and whether they should just fuck off. But I suppose first, we do ask for our lovely listeners to send in mail to the mailbag. So after all the difficulties, let's hear from the listeners first. But first, we've got to listen to this.
He's got the biggest bags in town, the fullest bags around. He once slammed them in a door. They drag across the floor. They're full of all the good stuff. Just don't you be too rough. With robot heads, big mail bags. It's mail time, bitch.
That's right, it's mail time, bitch. And I'm going to get out my huge bags and we'll see what people have said. But we already have a super chat. Polly, would you like to read that? The super chat there.
Hang on. This is from Shan? Shan or Sean?
He's very generous.
Oh.
Long-time listener, long-time supporter of the channel.
I'm in Sri Lanka now, so to send a super chat, I have to use a VPN. Good practice for Australia's social media ban coming in less than a week.
Yes, where they're going to ban anyone under 16 from using the internet, including YouTube. So there goes my support base. All the kids are like hearing someone swear a lot. Shan's very generous and
He is. He spoke to you last week too.
He's a rather smart person. He has a very important job and I'm surprised he listens to Robot Head, but I'm glad to have him. He's a world traveller. But you have some mail from the mailbag.
Oh, yes,
Polly.
and this is another person that I think we've already seen in the comments today. So this is from Emperor Goodwin. He's suspicious of you, Robot Head. He says, your continued denial of the genius that is Yahoo Serious, combined with your silence on the importance of Shabu Shabar within the canon of modern music, only fuels speculation that you are cosplaying as an Aussie and clearly are Kiwi in origin.
There's not many things you could say to really make me angry. And saying that I'm from New Zealand is one of those things.
No.
First, we have Yahoo Serious, probably the most important actor to ever come out of Australia since Errol Flynn. And I don't know why. I respect the man a lot. He's going through some hard times at the moment. He was on TV just recently, but we don't want to get into that.
Do Americans know who he is?
Well, he did Yahoo Serious, did Young Einstein.
And Reckless Kelly.
And Reckless Kelly, which I don't think Reckless Kelly was quite as big
Right.
around the world, but Reckless Kelly's quite good. They were both
Apparently, he did
excellent movies.
everything though. Like he wrote, he directed, he produced, he stars, and he even composed the scores.
Yeah, he's amazing. So
He's
the
a
way-
one-man show.
Yes, we won't get into what's happening lately with him. Don't look him up. It's nothing bad. He's not doing anything bad. He's just fallen on hard times, which makes me sad. So, one of those horrible news networks, Current Affair, was chasing him the other day, and they should leave him alone. But I'm a big supporter of him. He came out of nowhere. I think he nearly funded it himself and had 2 hit movies, and then just disappeared a bit. So that's the first
He's a
issue I
recluse
have with
now,
this.
isn't he?
He's trying to
recluse?
be a recluse of Current
But they
Affair.
won't
We'll
leave
leave him
him alone.
alone. And next, Shabu Shabar, which is, if for the people out there, is In Excess's first album, I believe. No, there might have been
I
one
don't know.
before it. I should have brought that up because I could be wrong. But an early album from In Excess. And where I said, who's serious was the best actor since Errol Flynn to come out of Australia. Shabu Shabar is actually one of the best albums to come out of Australia. So big fan of the Shabu Shabar album. And
I think that Don't Change song's on that one, isn't it?
yes, Don't Change, which I was about to say I've seen him several times live before the lead singer died. Nude on the back of a door, jacketed.
Gee, that didn't take long, did it?
No. He was, yes, well, it's some people like doing that. But yes, Don't Change. They
I mean,
love
to step into that territory
yes,
on the show.
They love to finish with that song. So I think every time I've seen them live, they finish with that song. But I was an infant baby at the time, so
But
I
Aussies
just
have a
remember
real
it.
affinity with New Zealanders. Like, I feel like we're interchangeable.
Don't tell people that.
Why? It's true. We're kind of like,
It's little Australia over there. That's what we know them as. It's just part of Australia. Fuck, enough of them have moved here. We are just one country now. We should become one force against the world.
yes.
I mean, neither of us could do much except get pissed. And,
Write songs.
oh, we'd have the
Static.
Maoris though. The Maoris.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I've talked about this before, nearly every bouncer in the 90s at pubs and nightclubs in Melbourne were from New Zealand, the Maoris, and you don't fucking give any shit to those guys, that's for sure. Nicest guys in the world
Nicest.
till they don't like you. And then things turn ugly very quickly, and there's not much you can do because you can't hurt them.
So you're dismissing the myth anyway. You're saying absolutely Aussie, 100%.
Yes, very much so. And I don't want those rumours spread. It's yes, it's very much Australian, which you should be able to tell by the way the beautiful English language just flows from my vocal cords and enters your eardrums in such a beautiful manner. It's not
look.
harsh at all.
I'm just going to mention something. Atom Gray says, will Dogs in Space get a Blu-ray restoration? Now, most people wouldn't know Dogs in Space,
No, I should do a video
which
on
is
that. And
Michael
the 6
Hutchins
people could watch
stars
it.
in that movie.
Yes, he stars in it, playing a real character, Sam from The Ears, which was a band
Like
in
a
the
punk
80s,
band,
a punk
yeah.
band, and it's set in Richmond. And I have seen the house it was set in because it was all filmed in a house in Richmond, and a lot of Melbourne bands were included in that very, very good movie. I love that movie. What's the actress? I can't think of her name in it. She's fantastic. Can't remember her name. But yes, Dogs in Space, very good movie. Go out and watch it if you want to see what Australian life in Melbourne is like. Richmond.
I've never seen it. Is it about dogs in space?
No,
Maybe you should see
it's
it.
about druggies and
It's a cult movie here.
the
like
band
Train
scene in
Spotting?
Melbourne.
Yeah, it's a cult movie.
Yeah,
Like-
Train Spotting before Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Train spawning for Australians.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And if you do watch it, there's a scene where Michael Hutchinson sits on a couch in the middle of a party where they're all taking acid, and the guy he sits next to with long black hair is the real guy he's playing in the movie. So that guy is still around and still gigs every now and then. But Michael Hutchinson was playing a heroin addict in this film, and the real heroin addict has outlived him.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
Me
Well,
and
did he
Price
really
have a
have to
history
play?
about talking about musicians dying. Sorry, Price, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry, but did he really have to play? Like, Michael Hutchinson did a lot of kind of stuff like that, right? Didn't
He
he do
did.
some crazy stuff?
I think probably at that point he wasn't quite as into it.
Well, and I think he was into a lot of the good time things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
the
about how much
uppers.
smack he was on.
He was more on the up and less on the down. And,
Yeah, that's
Oh
right. He
yeah,
was.
he was up every model that was getting around in the 90s.
But then,
And
well,
then
that's what I liked about him.
So that's what we all appreciated. He gave us such a good image. Go forth, Michael. Go around the world and
Go forth and
get
multiply.
into as many models as you can and make us Australians look good. So we're either in the desert driving Ford hardtops, killing people, or we think we're Michael Hutchison on stage having sex with all the most attractive models in the world at the time. When his funeral here was huge in Sydney. Nick Cave sang at the funeral, but the procession of women turning up, every ex-girlfriend,
Every ex.
all crying together.
The pews were full of them,
Like, even the ones he dumped still loved him.
which was all of them.
His laying of pipe must have been incredible.
It's probably true, yeah. He had to have been good at something, right? He was good at singing and perhaps that as well.
Oh, he made that band. Sadly, the band has tried several times to replace him. They even did a reality show to get a new lead singer. JD Fortune,
that
I think,
hurt.
was the guy that won or something. And no one can accept it. Like, they just can't accept that the whole band.
He was the band.
Yeah, there's three brothers in the band, and one of the brothers on the keyboard writes, all the music, but no one cares because he's
Let's
fat
be
and
honest.
ugly.
Let's be honest. They're not the best band musically. It's not that every song of theirs is some kind of great achievement in music. It's just that they had a really good singer. He absolutely
Exactly.
carried that band.
Yeah. And you might like one or two or three songs, but there's a lot that you'd skip.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
skip
you
more than
would.
me. Listen, I'm Shaboo Shabaa is such a fantastic album. I won't
Yeah, I'd be
have you
skipping quite
say
a few.
that. Oh,
there's
shut
"I
up.
Need You Tonight." I'm trying to think like new sensation. "I Need You Tonight." I don't know.
There-
Not enough time.
They're the later they went on, the lamer they got. But yes, so I am Australian. Back to the
Oh,
the
yeah.
letter.
Okay, so
Oh yes.
Don't
that
make me
answers in
angry.
for a good one.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely Australian.
And then you've
I've
got a
never been
comment
to
from,
Australia.
Oh, you have to come.
I really want to come, and I really want to come to Australia. In any
It's a
case,
nice
what I-
sunny
You can
day
stay
here.
in Robot Head's spare bedroom.
I will take you up on that offer sometime. But I always tell you this, and we don't have to dwell on it. We can just go to our usual thing. But I once was asked to write a screenplay about being in Australia, and I wrote a screenplay as if I'm in Australia, like there was characters
did
in
you do that?
Australia. And I sat around and did research, and I had watched as a kid, but I watched episodes of Neighbours to try to see how they talk. And like based on Neighbours, it influenced me.
I want to read that script and things like, I got up in the morning and went out and I patted the kangaroos out the back and fed the koalas before I went out and wrestled a crocodile. And then Charlene came over, Kylie Minogue, and we had lunch together. Like,
There was something about wrestling a crocodile. I really think that was in there.
Oh. When you were just doing that before you got on.
I call
show.
it wrestling the crocodile, but that beast. Anyway, go on. Do we have any
All
more
right,
mail?
well, you've got a comment from bass player available. And this is kind
That's
of
the best name
I
for
know,
a
isn't that
musician,
great?
bass player available.
But he's
Sorry.
asking for something that, like, you've heard a lot. Can we have timestamps on these videos, please, Mr. Head?
He has the impression that I know what I'm doing.
Oh,
and I'm
there's an
organised.
actual show here.
Yes, and there's a show. Yes, timestamp
Maybe
5.
105, talking crap.
Yeah. 2:05, more bullshit.
7:05.
10-minute mark, Robot Head hassles to hear about the Leslie Headland story again from Price.
No.
Yeah, so what do you think about the timestamps?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can do anything. I say yes to anything, like getting back to emails, and just doesn't happen. Wrestling that crocodile just takes up too much time. So,
You've got one more. So
Yes.
from Fluorescent Studios, the subject's Stranger Things. Watched the first 4 episodes and laughing at how serious they take themselves. I like Winona, but the acting in this season is horrible.
Poor Winona. We will. Well, does that mean we can move on to talking about what we've been watching.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
okay
do it.
then. So that means
What you want? What you want? What you want? What you want? What you watching? What you watching? Fill your eye holes, not your pie holes, or your other holes. Nah. Watching. What you watching? Robot head is watching, bitch.
that's right. I've been watching, bitch. I've been watching Stranger Things. And I believe both you, Polly and Price, have been watching Stranger Things as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Season 5. But it feels like it's been going for fucking ever. Ever this movie. Like, when did we start? 10 years ago? Like the kids that were teenagers or young kids are now adults with children and
They really are, aren't they?
they are.
The last
Speaking-
season, they were really pushing it with the kids and the ages. But I feel like somehow between the last season and this one, it's just like over the top already.
It is, because they're all still out riding the bikes. I mean, really.
There's, I don't know. I mean, I know it's set in the 80s. Are we in late 80s? What year are we meant to be in now? 89 or something
87.
Like that?
87, yeah.
They
10
must
years
be-
have passed for us, but supposedly for them only 4 years have passed. So
Ah.
the show started in 1984, and now they're in 87. So if you watch the first episode and you watch the last episode, it's 4 years supposedly between them.
I don't know. I know it's set in the 80s, but they must be handing out cigarettes there by the carton load because, and I will get to them, some of the girls in this look like they're on 3 packs a day. They're not aging well. I don't know. I mean, they couldn't have predicted this, I suppose, hiring young actors and seeing them get older. I mean, they rolled the dice on Uma Thurman's, what's her dad?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke
Ethan Hawke,
child. Like, look how attractive the parents are. So, the kid's got to turn out good looking. And my God, are there some girls in this show that are fucking aging badly? They look like
I blame the wig department.
oh,
The hairstylist.
The wig's not touching their faces. That,
No, I mean, Nancy, the actress that plays Nancy, I feel like she was thin to begin with. I don't want to say things like those kind of Ozempic or whatever it is, but there's something weird with some of those actresses. That Nancy actress is very, very skinny.
Yeah, I think she is pretty naturally skinny.
yeah, but they have bags under their eyes. Have you?
Yeah.
What is
been working
Winona's
them.
daughter's name here?
It's Maya.
Oh, she's
do you
Robin
mean
in
in
the
the
show.
show?
She has bags under the eyes. Like she fucking looks like she just dropped off the kids at school. She's been on the gear all night and she's fucking dying to get back home to bed the whole time you're watching the show. I'm just amazed. And then we won't talk about. I tell you, they've Lucas's sister. Like
Yeah.
she looks like she's going to be giving out cars to the whole audience.
Erica.
You get a car. She looks like a fucking middle-aged woman. Are we allowed to pick on kids? They're not kids anymore, so I'm allowed to say it. They're all in their 20s or 30s.
Yeah, you're good to
Probably,
go.
yeah.
Yes. So Stranger Things.
Her character's so painful, but you just can't buy it. It's just not
At
convincing.
least they didn't put her in too much, the sister this time around.
Yeah.
The we will get to favorite and characters we hate the most, and well, it's pretty obvious which one I don't like. But before we get into the story and if it's any good, it's a weird show. Parts of it are great, parts of it are shit. It's like 2 different people are writing it, or even the casting is like some of the kids are really good at acting and some are really crap. But the first controversy that I didn't even think of when it happened was that Vecna, is that his name?
Yeah.
Took Will, got to see my list here of all their names.
Oh, yeah.
And fed him grapes.
Yeah, he, like, it was very suggestive about how he was, like, rubbing his head, why he had a shaft going into his mouth and pumping in there. It was all, maybe I'm just immune to things and being quite professional at my job. But when I watched it, I didn't really think that at the time. But now someone's pointed it out. It is quite suggestive in what's going on here. So
Some
is this-
people were very offended by it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand how we get
not the
overly
nicest
offended.
image.
Yeah, I mean, it is horror. It's meant to be horror. It's meant to be weird.
I thought it was weird, and I didn't really give it. And I usually, I notice this kind of stuff, but I felt like you've
I
said,
bet you
within the
do.
context of a horror movie, horror show, I
Yeah.
think that this wasn't something that couldn't happen.
Yeah, it's meant to be horror. Like they're meant to do
Right.
horrible things. I mean, people did compare it to. Sorry, I've got it. Let's. I don't want to jump around, but I don't want to miss super chats because apparently last week I missed a couple. So let's just quickly. I should have put the last
Oh.
one up last time.
Natrium oxide said Russell Crowe is all Kiwi though.
How come the name's different on there, but it's different on the screen? Why are we seeing two different names?
YouTube are doing weird things with names and handles and things like that. So now they're just driving people kind of crazy.
No, I think I brought the wrong one up. Can you see the one on screen,
Oh
Polly?
right, yeah.
It says Fenglord.
I don't know if it's Fenglord or
Fenglord.
G Lord. Says 25 of you aren't clicking the like button. Get in it, says Florida Man.
Yes, get on the like button.
Get
We
on
have
it.
to make this show popular. Listen, Robot Head's nearly out the door with the way the algorithms treat me and bloody YouTube hate me. So like this is the last ditch
Get in
effort
while
to
you can.
keep the channel going,
We'll be gone.
keeping it alive. So whatever you can do, even just clicking that like button helps. This is the one you read. This is the one I found with Russell Crowe
Yeah.
is a Kiwi though. We know he is.
No,
Whenever
he's all Kiwi, it says. Russell Crowe is all Kiwi though.
all of him.
Yeah.
When he says something annoying or he throws a telephone at someone in a hotel, which he did back in the day, then yes, all
Is that
New
when he's a
Zealander.
New Zealander or
Yeah,
Aussie?
when he gets the Academy Award, he's Australian. He's Australian. We'll have to tell stories one day. We've been to a couple of things with Russell, haven't we?
Yes.
We've been to a couple of parties and lots of goss from those parties and a couple of nights out as well. So
Did you hang out with him?
Oh, we'll keep these stories for another day. But
Okay.
let's just say there's some juice in those stories of behind the scenes activities. But I think Russell's calmed down now. He's enjoying being. He's in his Marlon Brando section of his life just before Marlon just left us. He's getting fat. He's got a beard. He's enjoying just playing roles he can stay fat in. So yes, no.
Hey, I heard something about Winona.
Ooh.
And Price, you may already know this because I didn't know it, but she got involved in a missing child case in 1993. Did you know about that?
I did not know that. No.
No.
Yeah. So apparently a 12-year-old girl was kidnapped in her hometown. This is when she was already known, but it was sort of early on in her
Before
career.
her, after her.
This is the Johnny Depp
shoplifting.
phase.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny
so before
Depp phase.
shoplifting.
Yep. So pre-shoplifting, Johnny Depp phase. And it was in her hometown. So it was a 12-year-old girl kidnapped in her hometown, and her name was Polly too. Ooh. Anyway,
I found her.
No, this is awful. But she
What year was
actually
this?
Winona 93, and Winona contacted her parents and really offered all this support and reward for information, and sort of really used her celebrity to bring attention to the whole case and help to get it in the news and everything. So apparently she drew on her own real life experience to sort of summon that for this role.
Did they
Because
find
she had
Polly?
No, they did find her, and unfortunately she had died.
Oh.
I know, it's a sad story. But
We often say
but
this
Winona-
show should have more comedy. And
but
that's
but
really
Winona
helped.
got to know her parents and everything in the whole process. So apparently she used that experience to play Joyce.
I bet the parents were rapt when she said, "I've got this new role. I'm going onto this show where kids get abducted."
Well, she was
and
very
killed."
sensitive
Oh,
to the
yes,
parents.
until the
And no,
check
she
came
actually
in.
contacted them and talked it through with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now your kid's not coming back, but I'm going to be paid a lot of money. So I'm hoping you understand. Won't really matter because I'll never talk to you again because I'm rich again. I don't have to shoplift
No,
anymore.
Don't be evil.
Initially, though, they didn't know that this show was going to be so successful. I think that, during those days, they sometimes gambled on stuff. I don't know what they really thought would happen with after the first season. The first one had much less CGI. It was very practical. It was a smaller type of production, probably the best season. But yeah, it's only after that season, I think, that Netflix made them reshoot the ending. They told initially the thing where she's getting the Eggo waffles and all this stuff in the forest. I believe they added that later. They changed something about the first season because Netflix says understood that this was going to be good.
What was she doing with the waffles?
Okay, so initially, I guess the first
Did I
season
miss something
ended,
about the waffles?
and it just like she disappeared, and you didn't know what happened to her. So I guess Netflix said, "Hey, could you take a camera and make it so Hopper hides waffles in the forest, and she
Ah,
goes and
that's right.
she eats the waffles? Can we add
Yeah.
that?" And if I'm not mistaken, that had nothing to do with the show. They had to like bring a crew and fill them with the waffles in the forest, and that's how they sort of built towards another season.
Fanglord 6365 said for another generous donation of $5. I said, click, God damn it. Listen to him, people. Just listen to him.
And Tanaroo gave you $4.99. It said, it's sad to say, but I have no drive to watch this show anymore. It's been too long between seasons and the kids have grown up and Millie sucks.
Yes, well, maybe she would have enjoyed being with Vector a bit more. The
Ooh, nasty.
Did you call him Vector?
yes, I did.
It's Vecna, isn't it?
Vector.
That's the
If
best
it
name for
was
him.
Vector,
is
yeah,
great.
yeah, that would have been fantastic. Well, that is the problem with the show. But you were talking
I
about,
think he was in Despicable Me.
yeah, he was stealing the moon apparently, which, yeah, the talking about season one. I do believe now, Price. You remember your information. Tell me if this is right or wrong. I do believe that when they made season one, the idea was each season was going to be a different group of kids and a different story. And then the first season was so popular that they decided to make a second season and continue on. Have you ever heard that? Because that's what I
Yes,
heard originally.
I've heard something like that it would have been an anthology series, and that goes hand in hand with what I said with the waffles. To Netflix's credit, I guess they actually saw the final product before it aired, or maybe they already started showing the episode. No, but they dropped all the episodes at the same time for the first season, so they must have seen it prior, and they said they did like an emergency meeting, and they probably called those two Duffer brothers and said, "Listen, guys, we don't give a shit about your stupid anthology. This is going to be a hit for us. We know a hit when we see one. Here's some waffles. Go into the forest."
Oozy Woozy or Aussie Wozzy, which sounds better?
Aussie Wozzy.
Aussie Wozzy sounds better than Oozy Woozy. Aussie Wozzy. They say you need to understand this season. You have to see the Stranger Things behind Vecna play, or the other person I mentioned. I'm paraphrasing, but the play fills in the plot holes. Now, I knew nothing about this
Supposedly.
play to this week. I think I heard someone talking about it.
I don't know about it. Tell me.
Do you know anything about it, Price?
Yeah, it's something like I think that it's like an origin story for Vecna where he's Henry and he's in his youth or something. And I vaguely remember that it's trying to make it seem like he lived in that town, maybe even knew some of these parents of these kids or something like that. I personally have steered away from it until now because as a matter of principle, it always annoys me when I watch something and then they're like, "Well, you really need to go read this other novelization
Yep.
for more context." I don't
Yeah, I'm
want
with
more
you.
more context. It's the same with Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy and all her stupid crap that they're like, "Why don't you go read this book about Star Wars? It'll help you understand Kylo Ren." I don't need to understand it. You had a movie, you didn't know
That's
what
right.
to do
You
with
had your
him.
chance.
Right, you
You
had
had
your
your chance to explain it to me right there.
Exactly. I gave you 2 hours of my time. You didn't do it? Fuck you.
Exactly.
Sorry if I used a bad word.
Bad word.
Now,
Right
I've
sentiment.
fucking said a few fucking thousand fucking times that we don't have any fucking swearing on this show. No, we're Australian over here. That's the way we have happy motherfucking cards for motherfucking day and Mother's Day, and it's just a way of life over here. Yeah, I don't want to go see a play to understand a show. That sounds ridiculous. But the things seemed messy from the beginning, as in even our main baddie here, Vecna. Even Vecna, he only came in last season, didn't he? He wasn't even in the first
No.
3 seasons.
It was all demigorgons, wasn't it, before that? And then,
Yes, which
yeah.
I liked. And then all
Yeah,
of
I
a
kind
sudden,
of like that. Not that I dislike Vecna. I like him too.
and also we had those dogs in season 2 or 3.
Hmm.
Do you remember the dogs, Price?
Yeah.
I do remember, yes. There's also the Mind Flayer. There's a lot of stuff that they seem to build up, and then they saw that it wasn't working so well, and people were kind of losing interest, so they decided to bring one like big bad villain and make it Vecna. I don't think it was necessarily a bad idea. I just don't know if repeating the same idea over again in season 5 was that great. Because if you think about it, season 4, the whole idea at the end, towards the end, they battle Vecna. And you could have wrapped up the series there. You know, that would have been a good place to wrap it. He's gone. They got rid of him. They all open up some champagne and drink together, you know, and that's it. And the show is over. But no, they had to milk it. In another season, now Vecna is back, and this time it's personal.
Well, see, they're creating a sin. Like, I am enjoying this season, I think, more than the others. I only really liked the first season, and the other seasons I wasn't that into at all. Probably because we're getting to the end. I am sort of enjoying this, even though I'm going to fucking rip it down as much as possible today. But I am sort of enjoying it. But they have committed one of the sins of television. Is it Cousin Oliver? I think that's what they used to call it back in the day. When you bring a child in to extend the story when they're running out of ideas.
Holly, yeah, she's completely Cousin Oliver.
The fat kid, Holly. Like, there's all these new kids.
The fat kid, yeah.
Yeah, but even Holly, I didn't even remember she was in the show until now she's like the star of the show. But all these kids are getting brought in to virtually repeat the story again. Now, I do understand. I think, Polly, you might have said this to me in one of my previous whinges about this show, that it is about a demon character taking children, so you can add more children. But like in this at one stage, and I hope people have seen this. Do we need to explain the story? But anyway,
No.
At one stage they're rescuing kids from a school. It's okay to do that, to include more, but they've brought in new kids into the fold, and we're following them as much as we're following the original cast. Now, after all this time, I just want to know what happens to the original cast. I don't need you to add new kids into the story.
Yeah, but they're saving the world. They're busy.
Who?
The older kids. The old kids.
It's not a documentary. Like, they're writing this. We've got to see what happens to them. What do you think, Price? Do you think the new kids are a bone? Hang on, I got to go back to this photo. Where is it? The two mums here having an argument about picking up the kids, and one's having an affair with the other one's husband, and
Look,
they're crying because they're nearly 50. And
get another wig on them.
It's not the wig. Look at the face.
They're bad wigs.
Some of it. I agree with you that some of it is that, but even when I see, especially Natalia Dyer, which is the Nancy actress, when I see her on like the red carpet or anything, she looks like maybe she's lost a bit too much weight.
Like she should be in Wicked.
Yeah. She looks. All those people in Hollywood are starting to look like those wicked people, and I feel like it has something to do with whatever medication they take to lose weight. I don't have any other explanation.
I like Hollywood must be wrapped, because now it's Ozempic. Everyone, you're on Ozempic. Oh, you're losing weight. Back in the day, it was cocaine. And like, you could just be a cokehead. You could be Robert Downey Jr. just running around, and everyone knew you're on drugs and you're in trouble. Now, they can all be on coke and just turn it up and saying, oh, yeah, so it's the Ozempic. It's the illegal drug,
right.
not the cocaine. She looks like shit, though, when you see her on the red carpet. She looks terrible.
Terrible. Now it's like whatever you described with the blow, but without the good mood. And I think that that's what Hollywood looks like. It all looks like people taking that medication, but nobody's happy. That's why the shows are kind of miserable too.
And why?
They got rid of my favourite. I like Billy. Remember Billy the
metalhead?
lifeguard?
Yeah, Billy
the
was-
lifeguard.
lifeguard.
Eddie,
Another
Billy was the
Australian.
bully, but Eddie was the metalhead.
Yeah, I know he was the bully, but he was the lifeguard. Remember that? At the local swimming pool.
I had the affair with the mum, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like a good Australian kid would.
He's an Aussie.
Didn't he come from like Neighbours or something as well? Made his way over there?
I heard somewhere that they asked him to record like a tape for his audition, and instead he took his friends, took some cameras, and then he did like a whole movie of him walking around without a shirt and like dancing around and doing all this crazy stuff. And when he submitted it, people initially it's considered like against all the rules of submitting a tape, but the Duffer Brothers were so intrigued by what he did on this tape of his that they said, okay, we got to bring this guy.
Smart. And we've had a
Smart move.
flashback with him, so he'll be getting another check for this year as well. So apparently every season is in the top 10 now or something on Netflix. So I was going to say this, how long it takes to get a season out does my head in. I can't ever remember what's happened last time. It's been so many years in between. But
Well, Hopper's been busy punching things.
yes, but but it must be working for them. Like,
Yeah.
what do they care what I think if the young kids are going to go back and watch all 5 seasons again and get it into the top 10? But,
They're
I thought
very
it was-
lucky. They're very lucky. This is not going to work with every show. And I really think that for the merit of the show itself, they waited too long from season to season. And especially from 4 to 5, it seems like it took them years to make that.
With the money they spend and the way they carry on about it, like you look at the Harry Potter series and how perfectly they judge the ages and getting the films out. Like it made sense, and the tone of the films changed to suit the kids. And that sort of dedication is just out the door now. If the kids turn into 35-year-old mums that look like they're on the gear, it's just bad luck. We're not going to try and keep them kids too long. It's a weird one.
Yeah, we'll just introduce more kids.
These new kids, this little one here with the green Christmas hat on,
Oh, yeah.
I like that they're sort of trying to do him like he's a little kid, but he's
I didn't
not.
hate him. I didn't hate him. You were talking about Cousin Oliver, but I'll say that as opposed to Cousin Oliver, this guy reminded me more like of a Chunk from Goonies or something. It was sort of
Yeah.
like an 80s like plump kid that you see in a movie about kids in the 80s. I don't think that they got this wrong, at least as opposed to some of these actors that look like they're in their 50s. He looks like a kid.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah, I would have preferred to have him in the whole show than have Lucas's sister.
Yes.
Didn't need
Yes.
Lucas's sister, Erica.
She's been a pain in the ass since the show began, and she's just looking older and older. This is a real thought of my side how these kids look. But
It's the wigs, goddammit.
little Chunky, Chunk, I saw behind the scenes, in the barn, he had to run up a little ladder, to get
yeah,
away.
yeah.
They had a stunt woman in a little chubby suit
Really?
and those clothes do that for him, do the run to the ladder and go up the ladder. I was going to bring the clip and I thought, man, back in the 80s, they didn't give a fuck about the kids. They would have had that kid running up and down that ladder all day. They wouldn't have cared if he'd fallen off and broken an arm. They would have just pushed him to keep going.
Oh, Emperor
They would have
Goodwin's
probably
dead.
given him. I don't want to say what they would have given him, but the powder you were speaking of before.
Well, you've got a comment here. Emperor Goodwin said that child is definitely not on Ozempic.
No. He
No,
should
he's
be
the one
running from-
cast member that's not on it.
Yeah, he's going to be running from diabetes if he doesn't start running soon. So, yes, but yeah, I do like most of the cast, and even I'm not against the kids they've added, but it's like we're so close to the end. Like maybe they should have had these kids come in last season, or they seem to be a bit like.
How many seasons is it?
We're on 5. We're on 5 now. I like.
How are they wrapping it up? Like how many?
There's 2 more. Is there 4 more, Price? 2 on Christmas Eve or day, and then 2 on New Year's Eve or day, or
Something like that. Or it's 3 and then 1 on Christmas Day or whatever it is. Or 1 on New Year's Eve. But yeah, there's 4 more. We've seen, I guess, half of it.
Like they introduced these kids, and it really feels like they didn't know what to do with Max. I like Max.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's probably the best actress on the show. And it seemed that they sort of wrapped her up too early. So most of this, she's been laying in a bed unconscious. They've given her something to do in the last episode. She's come
Hey,
back.
is it just me? Did they use CGI or something like some face
I've got that
modification
here.
thing?
Let's find that image. Let's go through these.
On who? On who did they use CGI?
on Max
When
we
she
sort of
first
saw her
appeared,
again.
We do have, there's a few here. Hang on, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Just talk amongst yourselves at
Yeah.
home. While
She just looks more like
Oh,
a
what's
woman
the-
now. She was already.
Whoa.
It was a stretch
Well,
before when
something
she
looked
played
weird. There
a
was
little
some-
girl, and now
Mm-hmm.
you just don't buy that she's a little girl. She just looks like a woman now. But the funny thing about Max is that her character is in a coma and did more than Lucas, who just stands next to her character holding
that's
her
true.
hand for like 4 episodes.
Speaking of Lucas, they did that kid fucking bad with that haircut.
I know,
Yeah.
it
His
should have been
sister-
taller.
Hey, look at these
The
two.
hair should have been higher.
Higher?
Yep, higher.
Jesus. We would have got him into shot. Is it the roundness?
That would have been more correct.
Is it the round forehead with the flap top? Because something looks fucking terrible.
It should have been like shaved more at the sides. Like it should have been,
They
Just slight
probably
shaping
know that
difference.
they know these actors keep changing, and they feel like maybe like what you said, Polly. They dump some wigs on them and do weird
Mm.
things in hopes that you don't notice what's going on.
They, with the heavy metal dude last year,
Eddie.
they got him looking right. Like
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
big haired bands with like teased
I think he could have had a
hair.
bit more hair on top
But it
to
wasn't
be a big hair
teased
metal
up.
guy.
That flat top is like the
Well, that's a hip hop flat top from back in the.
but it's like taking the guys from the music clips and
Yeah.
putting them on the street. We're like
Well,
the
some
big
kids would have
teased
done
up
that.
hair. Yeah, I think
Some
it's a
kids
bit
would have
over
done
the
that.
top.
Also, he looks more 90s here. This looks more like Bobby
Yeah,
Brown
that's true.
and MCM or in the 90s.
Yeah, true.
And
Yeah,
in the
90s.
80s, I think that like maybe they had some afros or not curl, Jerry curl. I
Yeah,
don't know
more
what I'm talking
90s. You're
about.
right, for sure.
I'm the worst. Never ask me about like African American hair, but I did my best here.
I'm sorry, I did have Max, the close-up you're thinking of, but I don't think I've included it in the photo, so sorry about that. But when Max first appeared at the end of episode 3, she looked really... No,
3.
4. We've only had 4.
Oh, okay.
She looked really weird. Like the close-up was just strange.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was just
I don't know
me.
if they de-age her. There's a bit of de-aging and stuff going on.
Maybe-
But yeah, she
maybe-
looked bloody weird.
Maybe they're trying to de-age her, but also keep in mind that I even think that for the previous season, they went through great lengths so that you don't know that she significantly grew up, and they somehow got away with it for the previous one, and this one I feel like they're just not getting away with it.
They... that kid, there's some kids they're just not getting away with it.
Not getting they never got away with that kid.
Oh, we've got a few comments on the hair. Emperor Goodwin said a fade was the style in the late 80s. And then Steve Alk says it's not a flat top, guys. It's high hair. That's the term we used then. Excellent.
Hopefully I haven't missed any. And another one. When they have these names, I wish I knew how to pronounce them correctly and get them right. But when it's like
This one.
Feng Lord,
Well, it's either or Fenji Lord.
generous $10.
Oh,
Totally off
too
topic.
good.
Hang on, everyone listen to this.
Yes.
Loved your Alien Earth and Predator Badlands videos. Thank you very much.
You're a legend.
One of the few people who watched it.
Well, I saw your Predator Badlands video. The thing is that Alien Earth, I wanted to watch it and then watch your video, but then every time I press play to start watching that Alien Earth, I just can't do it. I don't know. I watched a few minutes of it. It seems like it's really bad.
Alien Earth.
It's
Yes.
They're a mixed kind of.
all the effort involved.
Yeah, there's I don't know. Like it's pretty slick. It's kind of pretty professional. Like there are parts of it you're really going to sort of appreciate.
When she talks to the fucking xenomorph, that just does my head
But
in.
that has got to go. Yeah.
He's from Bearpaw, 1969, $9.99. Fucks donation. I like that. It's just simple, isn't it? To the point.
Simple, yeah.
It's to the point. I'll just make sure I haven't missed any others. Oh, hang on. Got another one here from Flummoxed.
Flummoxed. Buffoon 87.
He just became a member.
member.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very exciting. The show. What were we talking about? We were talking about
Alien Earth.
No. Back to this show.
Oh, okay.
The
Sadie Sink looks like she was 100, and Erica did too.
These kids being brought in. I've lost my train of thought. They just. I feel like we're just wasting too much time that needs to move on and get into finishing this up. And
Also, the thing is, if you look at the first season, the core cast, the 3 kids that you see the most when it comes to like the heart of the story, is it's Lucas, it's Mike, and it's Dustin. Those 3 are the ones that you see all the time, and they actually had something, in my opinion, from what I recall, to do with them then. Then you have Eleven and Hopper and Joyce. You do have Nancy and the other ones, but the heart of the story was those kids. In these episodes, if you really look, Mike barely does anything. Lucas is sitting just talking to Max, who's in a coma. Max is doing more than him. And Dustin, basically, he just seems miserable and he keeps failing his friends when not showing up when they need them. And
He's
he seems
getting
like a
beaten up,
grumpy
though.
jerk.
No, he's getting beaten up.
who Dustin?
Yeah, Dustin.
Why was he beaten up?
Because the bunch of jocks are
Right, but I want to say
douchebag.
something about that. That was the one day that his friends needed him the most, and that's the day he goes and starts picking a fight with all these like bullies. It's been years since that incident, supposedly, even on the show. He must know that like if he starts doing all this, they're going to just follow him and beat him up. This is supposedly the most important day to him and his friends. I'm not saying that he can't be like depressed and make stupid decisions, but somehow I didn't quite buy all of that. And between what they did with Dustin, what they did with Lucas, and what they did with Mike, totally.
Yeah, you're right. Because given the focus he had on it all, yeah, you're
Right.
absolutely right.
They took away the heart of the show, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's like you said, Robot Ed. It's not that I can't watch this show. It's a high quality show when it comes to its production.
It
They've
is.
brought some serious people on this, crew when it comes to filming and directing and doing everything that we see here. It's not some crappy show, but I do think that this season, considering all the money, all the time they had, I can't say that I'm loving every aspect of the storytelling until now, and especially with so many characters, a lot of them unnecessary, and that the ones that are important, you kind of aren't even focusing on them.
I remember the first season, Hopper was probably my favorite character. Like, he was just such a good story. Him and Winona together. Like, I really enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
And now
was
they're
great.
just hanging around. Winona's just like, my boy, that's about all she does. And he's sort of doing the same for 11. Like,
Can you explain why did Vecna not lose it?
Vector.
Vecna not hurt Joyce more? Because that kind of looked pretty restrained.
Is that
Like he just sort of like pushes her out of the way
Oh, yeah.
in
I
that
don't know.
confrontation. Do you remember that bit?
Yeah. They choose to kill and not kill people. Well,
Yeah.
this show has a real
But I'm
problem.
just wondering if there's something about the storyline that's
Well,
suggesting that.
Probably what somebody is going to say, although I don't know if this is true and we haven't seen the rest of the episodes, that maybe Vecna is still somehow manipulating Will, and knowing that it's his mother, he chose not to kill her for whatever reason. I don't know if this is true or not. You can also ask, how is it that the Demogorgons, they're able to fight entire armies, but when they see Holly's mother, Nancy and Nancy's mother, whatever it is, she's able to do like a joust with the
Yeah.
Demogorgon with a half a bottle.
And this show has been scared about killing people the whole way through. Like, they'll introduce someone to kill them. Remember they brought in the boyfriend, Winona's boyfriend, for one season just to kill him? And he was like
Yes.
super nice from Lord of the
Goonies
Rings.
guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Astin.
Yeah.
And
Bob.
he was overly nice. They just brought him in to kill him. They're really against killing any of the main characters. But like the mum that had the jewel with her, look in this image, look at her neck and throat. She is fucked. Like, I thought they just killed someone. Thank God. We've got to start killing people. We've got to get to the end of this show. Apparently I heard them say that it's not going to be a blood fest. The what guys making this, the brothers, which that's what we want. We've waited long enough. But look at her there. Her throat's gone. Her chest is ripped open. And I thought she was dead for sure, which was quite dramatic. I like that fight.
Yeah, it was good.
And then next minute, she looks like that. She's got a neck brace on, and she's not too bad. And they actually said, your throat's a bit sore. So
She's got
try
some
not to-
intravenous white wine going in there.
yeah, and it's like, I know you don't want to kill people. Like, the end of every season, we've thought someone's dead, and they come back. So we've had the dad, 11 we thought was dead, and then she's eating pancakes. And then, the dad, what's his name? Hopper ended up in Russia, after we thought he was dead. But come on, this woman had her throat fucking ripped out. And like you said, 5 minutes later, they're fighting an army and they're just ripping people to bits. They need to start killing some people.
They do.
I think that this show has become maybe a victim of its own success, because maybe in the first season, that's when they killed Barb or a friend or whatever it is. I think that they were more trigger happy. I think that they allowed themselves initially,
That was
maybe they
first
thought of
episode.
killing more people, but once a bunch of executives from Netflix sat with them in a meeting and probably sat with a bunch of charts and focus group results, I think they understood that that's not going to work anymore.
Was Barb the very first episode that you were saying?
I
was
think
it?
it was.
I know
It
it
was
was
the
first
first or
season,
second
but
for sure.
No, Bob
It
was
was
the second season. The first season they killed
Oh.
Barb. Oh, Barb and Bob. You're Australian.
Barb.
Can't understand what you're saying.
But was
So
it the very first episode, or was it a couple of episodes in that
I
they
thought it
killed
was
her?
a couple of episodes into it. They killed Barb. One of the first few episodes, and then in the second one, it's Bob. Although when you said it,
With that Australian twang.
Barb and Bob.
Barb and
Barb
Bob.
and Bear.
It all sounds the same. We go to the bar for a beer. No one knows what the hell we're talking about. With killing people, though, while we're on it, the army, how much are we meant to hate the army? Because, like, the stakes and who's bad and who's good are weird. Because Hopper killed a few of them just with 2 grenades, just blew up a few. Like, the
Right.
army Are they doing the wrong thing? But the worst was 11 when she's trying to break into the camp, and that guy peeks over the edge and sees her, and she's like, "Sorry," and then snaps his neck. And like, are we meant to just be cool that they're murdering people everywhere, or are we cool with it because
Yeah,
they're
I don't
saving the
know.
world?
Yeah, it's a bit odd, isn't it?
I feel like you didn't feel as much of that in previous seasons. I feel like I don't think that they were so keen on just killing soldiers and things like that. At the end, those soldiers, even though they may be doing something bad, some of these people don't know they're doing something bad. And they try to explain it here. He says, "I'll kill as many as I need. I'll kill 1,000 of you if you come near my daughter again," or something like that. And yeah, I get it, but as a guy that actually was a policeman and was in the army, doesn't he have any kind of empathy towards them that they're trying to do their jobs? I thought about the same thing that you said now. I don't really know how I feel about it.
Or because he lost his daughter, is that what kicks in? Does that override everything?
Just quickly, why are people doing this to me? Again, nice try, Price. But you're not selling us on Robot Head being an Aussie. What do I have to do? Next week, it's just going to be me in
What
my...
do they think you are? Do they think you're from New Zealand? What do they think?
Yeah, Kiwi. Mm.
I don't know. But next week's just going to be me doing a burnout in the driveway in my Ford XC.
Is the guy that plays Homelander, is he Australian or is he Kiwi?
He's a New Zealander.
Oh, he does
Yes.
kind of sound like you. Because there was a movie where he played a villain and Viola Davis was the president. And it was a terrible movie, but I put it on and I couldn't stop laughing because every time that he spoke, he sounded like you.
I mean, people wish to sound like me. You know, like
Did you watch that movie? Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
What was it called again?
It's something about Viola Davis being the president of the United States, and she's an
No.
action. It's like an action movie. It is hilariously bad. It is such a bad movie that I can't even explain it to you. But the parts that I kept laughing is that each time Anthony Starr, that's his name, he's like saying something threatening, he sounds like you. So I just started laughing. Like every time he spoke, he sounded like you.
I can be threatening. I think the New Zealanders have to like go a little bit Aussie in their accent because the New Zealand, their little quirks just don't come across.
Because
If
they're
you
really
tough.
friendly. They always sound
I
really
see.
friendly.
Yes. We know Robot Head got a Star Wars chubby seeing Ray, 11's training montage. It's very true. Her training montage at the start was, I don't know. It's really weird. I don't like 11 at all. Like
She's so bound by gravity. She's so stuck to the ground.
when she was
It's
running,
unbelievable.
I burst out laughing when she had to run to the timing of the lightning. She had to run. She'd been training for this, and she had to run and jump a fence or onto a building or something. And she's meant to
Oh,
be all
she's so-
powerful.
yeah.
She's so earthbound. She's the most unnatural runner I've ever seen. It is a highlight having bits like that in the show. That's why it's a weird show. There's bits I like. I like the fight in the kitchen with the mum and the wine bottle.
Yeah.
And then
It's
you
easy
see
to
her
watch.
and then you see her running, and it just bloody laughing my head off watching that. But then she snapped some guy's neck, so I'm not sure what I'm meant to be feeling.
Oh, Nitrium Oxide said, Kiwis have a more refined accent. We sound more posh.
Unless they're ordering Kent cigarettes. They want a packet of cunts.
No.
Then they're, yes, then I don't know, yes. Well, they did give us Crowded House as well. Another one with, you're not a Crowded House fan.
dream it's over now. Is that Crowded House?
It is. You'll have to add it to you. Are you still doing your karaoke streams?
I haven't done it
Right.
in a while, and recently my voice has been a bit sore, so I'm trying to overcome that. But yeah, I haven't done that in a very long time.
They absolutely love this shot. Every time the monster appears, every single time we get the scream into the camera
No,
up
we've
close.
done it enough already.
Every time though,
Give it a
every single
rest.
time, and I
It
like
is kind of cool. I don't dislike it.
it.
Oh, I'm kind of a bit over it every time. Every time.
It's sort of like if we saw Jaws, and every single time, like it was more like Jaws 3D, where it just came at the camera the whole time. It has a bit of that feeling that this is their one trick. But I like the monster. Like I like the design.
Yeah,
The
it's a great
design of all
design.
of it's good. And the bit where it dropped in, there was a bit where it drops into the house, and some of the kids are watching from the outside. Sometimes they do that, and I reckon they could build the tension more. Like it gets I don't know, they back out of it because that was scary. And then Lucas sort of runs into the room and throws something at him and runs out again. And it's their plan to capture it if they were trying to capture it by cutting a hole through the floor of a house. Seemed a little over the top. Couldn't they have made
They did that really quickly.
They did it really quickly and really neatly with just a chainsaw. It was quite amazing that they got away with that.
Why didn't they just hang on to the chainsaw to actually kill the thing?
Were they trying to kill it or capture it? What were they doing? Do you remember, Price, what we're talking
But
about?
I just was disturbed that they put it down.
I know it's a bit fuzzy. They wanted to find Vecna, and for some reason, I guess they thought that this creature. I don't really know now that I think about it. Maybe the creature surprised them. Maybe they weren't expecting a Demogorgon.
Just one in the comments here. I've got to get back to this. This is going to be a music channel by the end of this. Emperor Goodwin. Icehouse had a pretty decent debut album. I'd not heard much from them since. Now, what is the problem in what they've said here?
Icehouse were called Flowers.
Yes, Icehouse were Flowers, and their debut album was called Icehouse, and then they changed their name to Icehouse after that album. So they're actually the Flowers, and they were sort of like Timu in excess is probably a bit rough, but they had lots of hits here, didn't they?
I guess.
It's kind of like that band Big Country, that their only song that is called Big Country.
In a big
they're
country.
Scottish.
Yes.
Right. That's all they sing. They've never done anything else. They're Big Country, and their song is Big Country.
If you want to see the
It's
greatest,
one more than me.
the greatest mullet of all time, look up Icehouse and the lead singer Ivor Davies. In probably later, not in their earlier career, it was short. He had the best mullet you've ever seen. It was like long at the back, all the way down his back, and then short at the front. So yes, but they had a lot of hits here. Not so. I don't think they were so big overseas. Have you heard of Icehouse?
I can't say that I have. I usually hear about a lot of random bands, but I don't really know that one.
Yeah, they had a lot of hits here. You'll still hear them on the classic radio stations here. So quite good.
I do think I have the answer to your question. What they were trying to do was, the whole idea was, and this is also kind of dumb between you and me, but whatever. What they were trying to do is, Hopper goes in each time. Secretly, he piggybacks on the military going into the Upside Down because they have the right equipment to do that. So he goes in with them, and then the reason why he does it, he's sweeping locations to see if Vecna is there. Okay? So supposedly, if he finds Vecna, he's going to call 11. 11 is going to come, and they're going to battle Vecna together, or whatever the stupid plan is. Now, the reason why everything goes wrong is that this Demogorgon shows up to take Holly, and they didn't anticipate that there would be kidnapping of children. They were just trying to, like, a routine surveillance, trying to see where Vecna is, and this was the surprise that the Demogorgons were active and came to take the children.
I liked when the Upside Down was more mysterious. I know they have to move on, but they seem to be able to just drive in and out with vehicles and everything now. Like, it just seems odd.
Yeah, before, if you remember Eddie Munson, it's like you had to be in one angle to be in another angle. Like you couldn't.
He's the hair metal guy.
He's the hair metal guy from the previous season. It's like you had to be at one angle and then pretend that you're falling, but that you're not falling. And now it's like you said, they just drive into it. Like, people are just running, driving. It's like, it feels like they forgot about that whole gravity thing.
Did you like his character?
Which character?
Eddie.
Oh, he was probably one of the best characters ever on this show. And unfortunately, I think that they killed him too quick. Like, out of all the weird crap that they've introduced on the show, that guy was actually good. And I think they got rid of him too quickly.
He's got such charisma, that guy. He's a good actor. The only problem I had with him is they had him as the only heavy metal guy at school. Now, maybe where this is set, it's a smaller town and that maybe they weren't, but I can guarantee you that most of the guys would have been starting to look heavy metal by that time. He wouldn't have been alone, let's just say that. There would have been more than just one denim vest wearing long hair.
They only had one wig in the department.
They tried their best.
And he shares it with Nancy.
They wear the same wig,
Yep.
you think.
They can't be
That's
in the
why
same
they had to
scene.
get rid of him. We got here, final post for the night. The generosity does my head in. Final post tonight. Are YouTube donations okay, or would a different payment system prevent the corporate from collecting so much of your business? That's a good point, actually. Some people have said in the past I should get Subscribe Star, or
Thank you.
yeah, I think any other way is probably better. We need to start doing some stuff for Patreon after all these years. But yeah, they do take their 20%, but we're still happy. We'll make do with the rest of the money. We'll put it to good use, that's for sure. So thank you very much for that. That's fantastic.
You're keeping going. One more week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week now. We've got one of those things on
One
the
week
wall.
at a time.
You know, the thermometer that goes up. It's a weekly thermometer. We just add the money to it to see if we can come back next week. And now we can.
Yeah.
We can come back next week. So with this sort of off track, we didn't even go through who's our favourite and who's our worst character on it? And who's getting wasted? Oh, there's something I did want to mention about who's getting wasted with Winona.
Oh,
I've got to
man.
find the
Oh, I thought you were going to show Linda Hamilton.
I know.
Oh, yes, we'll come back to her.
Oh, I
Just
like
quickly-
Linda Hamilton, but not
Yeah.
in this role.
We'll come back to her just quickly on this image here. That's not Winona de-age. They had an actress that looks just like her, which I think they should do more often. You know, she was meant to be Winona in the
Well, she
background.
doesn't look just like her.
Well, you know, this is a still.
I know.
She
But
just
Winona
went-
was a lot prettier.
She
to be
went
fair.
past.
She was.
That's true. She
That's
was
true.
Lake Uta.
That's true. Winona Ryder was
She
very
was
pretty.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I
so
don't dislike her today, but you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
what you're saying is you don't like oldies. You only like women at their
No,
peak.
I
And
would
from after that,
absolutely
they
go,
can
I
fucking
would go
die
out
as
with
far as you're
Winona Ryder
concerned.
now. If Winona Ryder wanted to go out on a date now, I'd go on a date with her. So I 100% am not saying that, but I also don't look the same as I did when Winona Ryder looked the way she did. But
What
just
about
in
Linda
my memory,
Hamilton? Would you
she
go
was
with
very,
Linda?
very pretty. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What about Linda Hamilton? Would you go out with her today? That'd be frightening, wouldn't it? Get up for
Oh,
a piss
Linda.
in the middle of the night. She's standing there. Like, fucking Jesus Christ, Linda! Can you just warn me when you're going to be standing in the dark?
The shadows don't help.
She doesn't do herself any favors, does she, with that hair?
No.
She
Well,
loves that hair
The
now.
lighting doesn't work either.
Yeah, she loves that hair. And is her twin still kicking around? Or
No, her twin died.
oh God, more
Yeah.
death.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know
Yeah.
I
that.
forgot
it's
about
sad.
that. It was only a few years ago, wasn't it?
I
A
think
couple of years
so,
ago, I
yeah.
think. So she's the last one. We can't compare with her twin to see which one turned out better.
No, we can't.
I am not gonna. I'm pleading the fifth on
You
this
say
one.
that.
Well, you know, she's looking pretty harsh. You know, I'm not against getting older and, you know, changing, but Jesus, she's really playing on to this sort of rough, tough guy image now, isn't she? It's like they took-
Grumpy, yeah, like
Yeah.
she's doing the whole grumpy thing. I've said actually in my review that I think that one of the things I liked about her, you know, in the Terminator movies, is that she was able to combine being feminine, compassionate, but also like tough, and she gets tougher from movie to movie, and that's what I liked. But this kind of doesn't feel like any of those things. She just seems like a grumpy, grouchy lady, and I don't really like it that much.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'm
to
with
just jump in.
Yeah.
Someone recommends Ko-Fi for donations. I've never even heard of that before, but I'm writing it down.
Something
Because,
that's like COVID. Oh, you can get me coffee or whatever it is. Is that what it's called?
I've heard
Coffee
people
or
say you can buy
coffee.
me coffee. Is that how they spell it? Is it? I have heard that. I'll have to look into
I
that.
could be wrong. I remember something about that one, and you buy coffee or some stupid thing. I could be wrong. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
If there's a correct way to pronounce it, I won't say it. I will say something else. So I'm guessing it is coffee instead of Ko-Fi. What I said. Oh, buy me a Ko-Fi, please. Linda, yes, she's just she's so harsh in this the whole time, and it's like really anyone could have played this part. I know. Look, that's the fun. We're doing 80s. We're bringing back people and having fun with it, but really, what
Should they come back?
well, we will get to that. That's something we're going to talk about in a minute. So, yes, season 5 is what else can we say about it? But
All the characters, you were saying what's wasted. First of all, there's a few problems. Steve, I think that Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, that love triangle, has been so played out that they have a thing that they're competing now, and it just felt so out of left field and stupid. And if these guys that make the show, and I don't have any other way to describe it, weren't kind of woke, then Robin would have never been presented as more of a same. She's interested in women.
Yeah.
She could have been the love interest to Steve, and that was a perfect setup in the third season. But then they did the old Ryan Johnson, where you think that they're going to be together, but then she's like, "No, I don't even like dudes. I like women." And
Steve's such a sap too, because he's like worked with her at the ice cream store, then the video store, and now he's working with her on the radio station.
And he's second fiddle. He's like
Yeah.
her assistant. She's the best, and he's just a miserable little shit that like rings a bell in back of her.
He does this job. Let me pick the right one. He does the did we hear that?
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's his job. And I'm
He's a
sure it's got a
weasel,
slide
yeah.
whistle here.
Oh, another thing.
Oh,
Another
thanks,
thing.
The
Steve.
other two are a couple in real life, though.
They are, and you wouldn't know it because they
Yeah,
look like they don't
Jonathan
even like
and
each other.
Nancy.
Sorry, yeah, that was mean, but that's what I
No,
think.
but you're
Now-
right. They don't seem to have the chemistry like on
No,
screen. It's weird.
not at all. And Dustin, he used to be the guy they go to for all this technical stuff.
Yeah.
Now, because Dustin is busy like betraying his friends and getting his ass kicked,
Shoving
now they
paper
go
up
to
his nose.
Robin. Robin is solving the problems that Dustin would solve, and this is another issue. There's only
Robin has the answers to fucking everything, and the
She's
way
the
she
best, yeah.
And she's like, okay, like she's so wacky
she's
and
so
like hands
zany,
up and
I
just
can't
having a
take it.
zany old time. And I've got the clue. Geez, I like licking box. And then, well, let's go over here. Well, maybe she's not that far. They're a bit young. Sorry, I
and
shouldn't have
she's
gone
the
that low.
Obi-Wan Kenobi of LG characters.
In what way?
She's the wise one, is she?
Oh,
She-
yes.
she's like an Obi-Wan Kenobi to people that like the same sex.
Oh yeah, right.
You get what I mean?
To Will.
She's like-
To Will.
She's like the LG Whisperer or
Yes,
LG
yes.
Obi-Wan Kenobi or whatever you want to call it. So Will,
The,
just like
the LG whisperer
Right,
in his
yeah.
ear just going, when they have the same genitals, it's so exciting. And he's like, all right.
like with the trench run in Star Wars and like Luke hearing Obi-Wan's voice. Well, in this case with what you call Vector. I love that you call him Vector. That's the best name.
I like that you said lesbian sex is like the trench run in Star Wars.
No, I mean he instead of like when Luke is like, hears Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice and he's like, Luke, you must use the Force. So like in this thing with Vector, he suddenly remembers that Robin told him like something. And then he has all of his powers, like he's able to quote unquote use the Force. The only thing is that the reason why he's able to use the Force is he remembers that she basically told him that he was gay, so that's where he got his power from. And man, is that a bit of a stretch here, you know?
She has had the answers to everything. I don't think she's been wrong once. And she
Never.
talks to Winona like they're the same age. And kids would get a backhander for that back in those days. Teenagers weren't talking to adults one-on-one like that. But she talks to her like their mums in the same mother's group. But she just knows fucking everything. Like just antennas and how you like having an antenna. For somehow reason she just knows everything. She says that
What are you talking about? I don't
she
remember an
talks about
antenna
Will's
bit.
antenna. And,
right.
Yeah, and how we should,
Oh well,
other antennas are great. Stick to antennas like she's sticking with trench runs.
okay, I've got it.
I shouldn't have said trench runs. That may not have been that may not have been the best description of what I was trying to go for. But you know what I meant.
got it.
Yes, so what they're saying, gay saves the day in this too.
It's true. Here, I'm going to say something really, and it's a bit controversial, but the thing is that the first season, that one with Robin, they made her gay. Now, if you ask me, I don't think that it actually worked with the story because they could have resolved the love triangle by giving Steve her as a love interest. I think that would have been a much better resolution. And you add a character, you add a little interest, and it's done organically.
true.
Instead, now, it's not her, it's also Anne of Green Gables. That's like her girlfriend. I say Anne of Green Gables because that actress played Anne of Green Gables on a show about Anne of Green Gables. So basically,
Say that 4 times.
Yeah.
So in any case, now like it's not
It's
only
like a
her. You
lesbian
also
warm up
have like
saying that 4 times.
you have Anne of Green Gables, you have her, and it's all unnecessary. And then they always learn the wrong lessons, and I call this the Force Awakens syndrome. The Force Awakens itself was like Kathleen Kennedy wanted to do the Force as female, but after she saw how well that movie did, she wanted to do even more Force as female. Like The Last Jedi, it's like what happens when you get greedy. And I feel like, okay, they introduced the character, they did their thing, which I didn't think was necessary, but then they're like, wait, we put a gay character here. What if another one of them was gay? And I know how awful that sounds. It's not that it can't be that in a group of teenagers or whatever somebody would be gay, but the fact that like season after season they want to introduce more and more, and now this season most of the plot is going around the fact that they're both gay, and she's explaining to him that because he's gay he can now beat the bad guy. That probably didn't come out well, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Do you think that's where they're going to
Beat
finish
him
with
at his
him
own gay.
beating the bad guy?
Yes.
Well, it did start with him sucking the bad guy's vine. So, like, if they finish off with him beating off the bad guy, I mean, it all comes full circle, doesn't it? It's beautiful. It's like a beautiful story. It's a beautiful love story.
I mean, I don't want to sound like an
gays.
asshole. I don't want to sound like an asshole. It's not that I have any
Listen,
problem. Like,
if anyone's going to sound like an asshole here, it's going to be me. Okay, so just
or
remember that.
I'm competing, in the asshole department as well. It's not that I have an issue. Like, you could have a character, but the way that they try to make his powers come from the fact that he accepts his like sexuality is so weird to me. You know what I mean? It feels like that extra step of greediness, that extra Last Jedi feeling. It's not as bad as The Last Jedi, but I don't know if I'm explaining myself well.
You are. You're saying that they should all be gay in the end and all beat off Vecna. So with Linda on screen here,
They should all beat off Victor, yeah.
yeah. I think we should, with Linda there, it reminds me of what else we're going to talk about today. We should move on before we lose Price. He might just leave in disgust in a minute anyway. Hang on, I just want to, what is this one? I've only read the stuff, but I've got to see. I was born in 1983. To this day, my mum asking, maybe I should go a bit slower so people can understand. I was born in 1983 and remember to this day, my mum asking if I'm gay because all I want to do is read books and play Nintendo. Wolfman XD. What happened in the end? Is your mum okay now with how you turned out? So with Linda there, we have to go on to our next subject, which will include her. But where are we here? I've got to go back here. Yes, it's time for, we have to talk about something that's been for a long time now pissing me off. Yes, what pisses me off this week?
I feel like if you give that theme song to James Gunn, he would use it as the intro of a new show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Peacemaker season 3.
If you're out there and listening, you can buy anything from me. I'm for sale. So I'll come on the show and sing it if you want. So what pisses me off this week is old actors coming back to old roles to destroy the character once and for all. So, like we're getting a new Mummy film. It's probably not fair using this shot of Brendan here. Like
Brendan.
Yeah, he was playing a part there, but he doesn't quite look the same still. Now I'm sounding very shallow here. I'll get to my point in a minute. It's not, I'm sure they can get him in the gym and put a hairpiece on and
that's it.
Tan him up a bit and make him look better. But we've had a run. Sometimes it's not so bad, bringing back old actors to reprise a role. The Halloween worked quite well. I think it's okay if she came back. The Creed, I really liked the first Creed film, and I thought bringing back Rocky like that was done well. He loves coming back to these two roles. He's going to just be living off the rest of his life. But then we come to assholes like Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back in Dark Fate. It was Dark Fate, wasn't it?
It was Dark Fate, all right.
Unwatchable movie, honestly. I don't even know if I finished Dark Fate, but go on.
They literally made him a curtain salesman.
I know. That title was more prophetic than they realised.
And, Linda came back to be just a bitch in it. Hang on, don't spoil the surprise of who's next. She came back and, my God, did that wreck her character there. The king of coming back, there's no check too small he won't accept. Fuck, when you get to this age, how rich can he be? But the amount of dope he's had to buy over the years to smoke is incredible. There's a story I want to find about one of the drivers when they were filming Star Wars. It was either Star Wars Empire Strikes Back in London, would pick him up every day from his hotel. And one day he came out carrying a pot And the driver told this story. There's a
Yeah.
clip somewhere. I've got to find it. And the driver said, what's in the pot? And he didn't have any roly papers or something went wrong. So he was steaming dope out of the pot in the back of the limo with a towel over his head on the way to set.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's commitment.
he loves
Kind
his
of like
mates.
Crocodile Dundee in that party with the blow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He was probably trying to hide Princess Leia, carry under that blanket, to get her back into the set, so no one knew he was shagging her on the side. So he has come back several times to destroy
Yes.
characters. Not so much Blade Runner, the second Blade Runner, wasn't the worst film in the world, but with Indiana Jones and, beautiful Han Solo, he was raced back to come and kill those characters once and for all. That Indiana Jones film. I think that upsets me more than
that
what
was
happened to Han
awful.
Solo.
You can't play depressed old man. You've got to bring the vitality back to the character. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but he hates
He
Han
ruined his
Solo.
own legacy. He ruined his
Yeah.
own legacy with these things because you'll always see, you can't unsee what happened in Indiana Jones or in Star Wars. And I guess he doesn't care, but it's really tarnishing his own legacy. And for what? He already had so much money. What did he need? Another 10 million? He has hundreds of millions of dollars. I would think that at some point when you're like 80 and you have hundreds of millions of dollars, how much more do you really need?
Oh, and can someone explain to me in this scene, was he a Force ghost? We don't even know that. We don't have to get into the Star Wars films. They're terrible. We know that.
He
How-
was a figment of Kylo Ren's imagination. He wasn't a Force ghost, but it was the only way that I guess J.J. Abrams thought of maybe throwing a bone to fans or whatever, trying to make it cover up for some of the mistakes of Ryan Johnson. I don't know. It was just dumb. When I saw it in the movie, in the theater, I thought it was dumb, and I still think it's dumb.
So what do you think? Are you hopeful for the Mummy?
Hang on,
4?
I'm still going through my list.
Oh, you've
Mark
got
Hamill
more.
came
Okay,
back,
yeah.
destroyed
Yeah,
his
that was
character.
shitty,
There's
shitty.
more. I could go all day.
Yeah, no,
All
it's shit.
three of them came back
Yeah,
to destroy their characters. You know
Yep.
what's sad? Looking for these photos, and this should be obvious, I suppose. There's not one image of the three of them on set together because they didn't get to do what everyone knows, one fucking scene with the three of them together. So the only photos of them together at press conferences selling the garbage. Yeah, they are looking beautiful together.
They're going to do a CGI, probably in Mandalorian and Grogu. You'll go in
Yes.
there and they're going to throw in a scene where all three of them are there, like, eating tacos together. And then everybody's going to go wild and all the shills are going to go and say
I
how
promise
great it
you,
is.
I'll take a camera with me. And luckily, every phone has a camera. If that happens and I go and see that film, I will scream out, "Get fucked" in the middle of the cinema. So I'll get a recording of that. Jurassic World did it. They brought back, all the old characters as well. It's a never ending.
This one wasn't so bad. The one that you just showed on Tron Legacy wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
The
I like Tron.
CGI has improved tremendously since then, but I do like
You know what?
Ryan
I
Reynolds.
appreciate the ambition that went into that one, even if the CGI wasn't good.
The newest film told us how fucking terrible it was. So yes, everyone's done it. They even brought back Batman, even though no one saw the Flash. Well, I didn't. And Batgirl.
I did, yeah.
Was it Batgirl that never got released? Apparently,
Never
he was
got
in that
released,
as well.
but I did see the
Brendan
Flash.
Fraser was in that, wasn't he?
I believe
Yep.
Brendan Fraser was also in Batgirl, wasn't he?
Yeah, he keeps complaining about it because I think he was the villain. He keeps saying that he doesn't understand how he made a movie, and then they just threw it in the garbage. But I
So
guess
two
it wasn't.
questions.
What'd you say?
What hope do we have for this film, and why do they keep coming back? And should all the old actors just fuck off and let us remember them at their peak? I don't want to see old versions of all these people making fools of themselves, but I have, just from the track record, look, I will go see The Mummy when it comes out, but I have no faith in it. I believe him and his wife have separated.
I don't.
The son will be dead. He died on a mystery trip somewhere, or the son will be just fucking amazing or gay, and he'll be just a complete loser and have gone broke, lost all the money, and this is his chance to win back his wife and get rich again.
Imagine if that's it.
Well, could be. What do you think, Price? Do you have hope in it, or do you think all the old actors should fuck off?
I think that most of the old actors should fuck off. It's still, we've seen cases where they did it right. It's just 1 out of 100 they do correctly. Like if you think of Cobra Kai, I wouldn't tell those guys to fuck off. I thought that every single older actor they brought into that show was fantastic, starting with Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, but also with Kreese and with Terry Silver. Everything that they did there was amazing when it comes to honoring the legacy and making it fun and doing something
Yeah,
cool.
but they brought back the same energy, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
You know, they brought the energy
It was
of the
fun.
character.
They all got why they were there. Like you bring
Right.
back Harrison Ford and he'd be miserable, grumpy.
Right. No, you're right.
Cobra Kai was probably right. All their careers. There was no one's career had really taken off. I can't
No,
even.
they were excited
they
to
were
be
all like,
back. It was
awesome.
like, yes.
It's like the best thing. Yeah, they were reliving their glory
felt that
days,
from them,
and
yeah.
everybody was loving it, and somehow it got like a comeback for all of them.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with Johnny
But Brendan
Lawrence
Fraser
is
doesn't have that energy to him.
I liked watching Johnny Lawrence that first season. Where he was just a fish out of water the whole time.
Yeah.
In my head, and I had to crush this thought down because I wanted to just enjoy him because I thought he was great in that. But in my head, he was the rich kid. Like he would have known about computers and what was going on in the world. Like he
Well, they tried
He
to
came
retcon. They tried to add context to what happened. Now,
they had
it's,
the father-in-law or someone kicked him out
right.
or something,
It's
didn't
it's
he?
a dumb retcon, but what they tried to make it seem was like the only reason we didn't know, but the only reason he seemingly had money was that his father died and then his mother married a rich man. So we don't know what year she married him, but later in the first episode of the new show, it suggested that guy's like, you were never my son. I was just nice to you because I married your mother or whatever it is, trying to add a little bit of like a different type of background to him. It was
It
weird,
sort
but
of didn't make sense because, like, he had like a brand new dirt bike,
yeah,
brand new
yeah,
clothes. He was
true.
loaded. Like if anyone would have known about computers, like he would have had a computer for anyone.
He-
And in this, he doesn't even know what the fuck email is.
It was
Yeah,
a
they
strange
kinda-
retcon, but you know
Yeah.
what? It was so fun that you kind of just let it slide.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't. It didn't ruin the show for me, but the whole time, like, I reckon he would have been a bit more wise to the world than he turned out. So
Yeah, they
but-
definitely made him dumber than you'd think he was.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you're going to bring back these actors, they have to be poor and their careers have to have died. So they come back with some energy and some fun in their eyes.
I don't know. Stallone's not poor, and I reckon he did a
Yeah.
great job with Creed
But he loves his characters
because he's a mentor. You know what I mean? He changed his role, but it evolved. His character evolved.
and he
it made
loves them.
sense.
Like Harrison Ford hates his own characters.
He does.
Stallone loves his characters, like loves them, and like he just wants to keep playing those roles and coming back to being those characters. And
Yeah.
so that's the difference too. You've either got to love
And you
the
showed
role.
Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween, and that works too because there's like unfinished business to the actual story.
Yes. Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
sense to see her. You know?
Yeah, she was good too. See, Brendan, his career was in the toilet for years, so maybe it'll be great. He'll be so excited to be back on set. They'll give him what's the movie where
They've
he
got to
put-
get rid of his whale blubber first.
what's the
Sorry, Brendan.
his whale blubber?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's true.
It must be hard. You just turn into a
know.
normal looking guy of your age, and then they go, "Do you want to make a mummy film?" You're like, "Yeah," and you're like, "Oh my fucking god, they're going to kill me in the gym." Or
And
just
if he doesn't
shoot me
grow
up
his
with
hair
drugs.
a bit longer, he needs to get, remember Sean Connery in the early James Bonds? He had a hairpiece.
From the very beginning, he had
Yeah,
a
he
hairpiece,
always
the
had,
greatest
like-
hairpieces
Yeah,
in
he
the world.
did.
So they need to contact the person that sorted out Sean and get something for Brendan.
When I was younger and heard that he had a hairpiece from the beginning, part of me died a bit. Like my heart broke a little bit. But my God, they were good hairpieces back in the day.
It's,
You used to go
it's weird. How were they so good? Because you're right. It actually looked decent in Bond. I wouldn't have known.
No, they knew they used to do better hairlines, I reckon. They look
Well, he
more
couldn't
realistic.
be face to face with Ursula Andress without it.
Yeah. But apparently he didn't give a fuck. Like he'd get around without him behind the scenes. And I think he was, he was doing a Michael Hutchins.
was a pretty tough old guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was
Oh,
having
he
a good
was very
time.
Michael Hutchins. Yeah.
Yeah, I think his wife had to put up quite a bit, but all the money would have helped. So, what's the film with Brendan where it's the remake of the one with the devil? It's the
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled,
Yeah.
and he has all the different looks, and he's got like
Is that
long
with Liz
hair.
Hurley?
Yes, with
Yeah.
Liz Hurley. If they get that look going,
Yes.
if they can get the wig back on,
And he was George of the Jungle as well.
oh man, do you reckon he's got a photo of that on the back of his door for inspiration?
Yep,
to
he
get ready
should.
for this next role. But you couldn't You could never. His age, you can't
He's
get back
allowed
to
to
George
age.
of the
Aging is
Jungle.
fine, but yeah, he's just got to bring some energy.
Man.
Every time I hear him, he's so low key, and I just worry about that.
He blames getting felt up at an award show or something by a producer.
Yeah.
That wrecked
I
his
would have
career.
preferred not to learn about that, but yes.
Oh,
Yeah, he was sort of a bit of a joke till we heard that who was it? I think he named him, didn't he? Grabbed him on the Tockley
really?
at a party.
You know,
And we-
I'm not saying that didn't happen to him, and I understand like he felt the need to speak about it, but you know what? I'm just going to keep my mouth shut now. Nothing I say will sound good.
Look,
But Brendan's lovable, isn't he? Like everyone
Yeah.
likes him.
take it as a compliment. If like I went to a all brothers school for robots, and not one of those brothers, Catholic brothers, tried to hit on me or molest me, and I've never gotten over that. What an ugly child I must have been. So like, Brendan should have just taken it as a compliment that someone tried to feel him up and not been so sensitive about it all. But he said he blames it for not getting roles after that. But I don't know how true that was. It was probably losing the hair and getting fat that had more to do
Yeah,
with it.
that may have had something to do with it.
So do you have any faith, any hope for this Mummy movie?
I don't know.
Not really, no.
I mean, it's hard to, isn't it?
I don't think they can do it anymore. I don't think they know how to make these films anymore or like revisit these characters
See,
anymore.
Tom Cruise just keeps going, right?
Yeah, so he's not revisiting. He never stopped.
True.
So he's just still being Tom.
Yeah.
And so we don't even
What
think
about
of him coming
someone
back
like
to do it.
Clint Eastwood? He kind of kept going too, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's whether they're coming back to these roles. Clint does the same
Yeah.
role, but it's a different name and a different character
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
different suburb. Like now he's shooting Asians, but he's still a cowboy. Like he's so yeah. It's not getting old. It's going back to those characters. Like leave those characters alone. You're allowed to get old.
Emperor Goodwin said, when I was young, you had to fill yourself up. Your kids have it easy these days.
That's right. That's dead right. It's good. It's good advice. Yeah, take it as a compliment. Too many of them, that's what they did to poor. I can't think of him. He's now homeless and crying in interviews. It's on the tip of my tongue. He's in Baby Driver as the boss in Baby
And
Driver.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. Yeah, his stories, they destroyed his career, and all he was a gay guy trying to hit on people. Like he wasn't
Right.
really.
Right. I mean, until now, nobody has managed to do anything. Like they filed 70 complaints, and all of them have pretty much been tossed out.
I think a few of them have died, so that always helps.
Well, I don't. Maybe I don't know all the details. I'll just be quiet about that. But
I was going to make a joke
No,
about.
but you're right. There's a blurry line. Like what, really.
Oh, yeah, he was just gay, like hitting on the people.
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to.
Yeah,
make
you're
a
allowed to give
move.
it a crack.
You don't have to wreck your career. Exactly. Like, and he was upfront about it, like pretty open about it. Up front, round the rear. He was into all of it, reach around. Nothing like a reach around to let someone know that you like them.
It's subtle.
I just want to take this moment to thank you both for having me on the stream. I'm already 10 minutes late to the
yeah.
one.
Oh,
that
you have to
people are
go?
waiting. Yes, and I have to do it. But I thank you so much.
We will
And,
wind it up now anyway. So thank you for being here, Price.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week.
Was it what we were saying just then about the reach around? Is that what's sending you out?
No, I have a stream
Because now you're hoarding?
There's people like blowing up my phone. They're like, I have another thing. But thank you so much. I love these streams, and hopefully we'll do it again soon.
Have fun wrestling that crocodile. Oh, you have alligators over there.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
No problem. We should probably finish it up there with that
All right.
beautiful reach around conversation. There's no better way.
gold.
I don't have faith in the Mummy. I hope that I hope it's good. I'll probably go see it. I'm keener to see that than Avatar that comes out in about a week or so. But I'm guessing for this show now, I might have to see Avatar, and I'm dreading that. Oh my god, I do not want to go. He's still here, Price. I
Oh,
thought you
sorry.
left.
I'll leave now. I'll see you now.
No, stay.
We were just
stay.
about to talk about you.
Now we can talk about him. Oh, thank God he's gone. No, yes, I'd rather go see a Mummy film than the new Avatar film. But I'm guessing for this we might have to go see that, and it's like 3.5 fucking hours of the same movie again. But that'll be something to look forward
Yeah.
to. That's out next. So let me thank everyone for being here. Thank you, people watching the show, and the generous donations we've got and advice on how else we can get money. And I always like that sort of advice. Someone called that the French exit. I thought it was an Irish exit, was it, when you just disappear? It was the French one, the awkward one, where you don't actually go and you keep saying goodbye. So thank you, Polly, for being here today.
welcome, yes.
Thanks to all the patrons and members. And make sure you come back next week when hopefully no technical difficulties and we won't be running extremely late and we'll be on time. And then we can even have a longer show next week if it works out. You know, well, with all those donations, we're definitely coming back. They've given us enough on the chart to make it back next week.
Are you going to do a Christmas show?
Yes, we'll do a Christmas show and a New
Nice.
Year's show. And we also will be celebrating 10 years, if anyone can believe this, 10 years since The Force Awakens came out.
Wow.
That might be next week, actually. We've got to fit it in with Christmas as well. So I can't believe it's
could be
been
a big
10
one.
yees. But I've never done a video on The Force Awakens because all the excitement started with The Last Jedi. So that's why it feels like, how could it have been that long ago? But we're all fairly calm with The Force Awakens. It wasn't until the glorious Last Jedi came out that all this craziness started, being online, talking to other people, meeting people from all over the world, and getting accused of not being an Australian, which has never happened before in my life, which is very disrespectful.
Someone's calling us tanned cockneys. Say bye, tanned cockneys.
So thanks everyone for being here, and remember to come back next week, and we'll try and improve the show. We'll try and get rid of Brendan there. We'll try and improve the show week by week, and actually make it entertaining. I think it's been
We'll
entertaining.
work on it. Yeah.
Swan, we might do another show, me and you, in between now and then.
Sounds good.
Just talk about some old movies or something. So time to go, and next time, remember to bring your mates.
Tiger blood pumping, robot is ready to go. No place for land whales, because it's time to go. Trigger warning, the trigger warning show. Trigger warning, the trigger warning show. Trigger warning, the trigger warning show.